Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing Chandra Singularity. Does this deck have what it takes to lay down the hammer of a double singularity at a single time? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host. Recently found out that the Lord of the Rings expansion is not going to be standard legal. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub called Chandra Singularity, posted by TayMalice. And let's go back to the whole Lord of the Rings set. So that thing's coming out here in a few days, and I just found out like 2 days ago it is not going to be valid in standard, like that Alchemy Baldur's Gate set that came out, I guess, last year. I kind of feel lied to. I thought, oh, good, new set's coming out already. Time to buy it. I don't play anything but standard, so I'm not going to be able to play those cards. What a complete ripoff. I guess I need to pay attention to the details a little bit better, and so I'm trying to warn you, my friends, if you, are looking to play, what is it, Alchemy and Brawl? Yeah, you can play the Lord of the Rings cards. If you're playing standard, not going to happen. All right, so let's talk about this deck. Chandra Singularity. What do we got going on here? So it's a Mardu deck. We're playing with black, red, and whites. And it's got some stuff. So let's quickly go through the cards. Then we'll go out and crush some hopes and dreams. We got, what is this? Destroy a creature with toughness 4 greater, or get rid of enchantment. Draw card draw. This is a tutor. If you can sacrifice something, destroy target non-artifact creature. Puts out dudes and or draws cards, wipes the board of creatures of 3 or less, and does 3 points of damage to planeswalkers. This guy can come out, exile stuff, and otherwise puts out little samurais or +1/+1 counters. Card draw, puts out 1/1s. This allows you to tutor for stuff. And then on the third turn, take a creature from a graveyard, not just yours, and put it into the battlefield under your control. That can be really, really good. Burn down the house, does 5 points of damage to each creature and planeswalker, or you can put out 3 1/1 devil tokens that when they die, they do a point of damage. Chandra does doubles whatever instant or sorcery you cast, which would be fantastic, but she just costs 6 mana. Other than that, she gives you additional mana and allows you to play things from the top of your library for a turn. She exiles stuff, 5 cards, and you can play those until the end of your next turn. On that, she does do a good amount of damage. That's actually pretty sweet. Explosive Singularity does 10 points of damage, but it will cost you 10 mana. But it's got a lot of words at the top there that pretty much means convoke. You can tap any untapped creatures you have to lessen the number by 1. So you could do 10 points of damage to any target for 2 if you got enough to do it. We're pumping out a lot of token creatures here, so we're hoping that we'll be able to cast this for pretty cheap, have Chandra out, which will then allow us to do 20 points of damage. That's the combo. That's what we're looking for. Let's just go see if we can take care of that. All right, so before we go out and cause some havoc, what are we going to do? We're going to say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxroll, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. I'm playing against Mire 67 versus Keep. All right, Mari. That is a bad one. We're not going to let it do anything. Just lay there and pretend you're dead. Alright, let's go draw a card. I'll attack, sure. I don't care. I would love to kill Thormingbird. Okay, so we got 6, which means I can start slapping down the Chandras. Autopay! Let's take it easy. Alright, so that's 6, 7 out of the 10. Give me some mana. Let's go for white. Wedding announcement leaves us with 2. All in. Alright, we're looking at this. We can kill next time. We got lethal, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just got to keep all of our creatures alive through this turn, and he's dead. We got to keep Chandra alive, too. Submit. Is that not enough? There we go. Ten more, right to the face. Victory! Alright, playing against Waldren. The double Va. That's 4. I love a good 4 mana. What is that? Pain land, slow land. Sounds like something from Dr. Seuss. Ooh, nothing red. That's not good. I need 2 reds to be able to wipe the board, and I'll need to wipe the board. There's a little something. But if I want to do something this turn, I'll just put that guy out. Draw a card, discard a card. I don't care. Alright, red up. Wedding announcement. Alright, what are we counting to? 4. We still need 2 red to do anything really interesting. That guy's got a ward on him, though. What is this? Ward 1. Alright. Of course, our ability to destroy things for 3 is long past at this point. All right, there's 4. And he's gone. No attacks. I see something evil that we can destroy. We could totally destroy. We have to take that, though. I'll tell you what, chump. And here's our last guy. Gone. Still need another red from someplace, though, so let's go for this. Let's just get rid of this. Like, all the good cards you're supposed to be getting aren't happening, which is the big problem here. Brotherhood is not going to get us anywhere. Attacking could happen. Yeah, we could do it. He's going to kill that. He's just going to bump it. We'll get a tutor. Let's sacrifice Smoky Pants there. I don't even know what we're grabbing here. We have the mana for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got no creatures. Hey, well, let's, I don't know, burn down the house. Of course, we got the double red for it now. You put out, you have no other creature there. You're not going to pay your other dude? Nope, that guy can come out. There we go. There we go. This is going to be a beautiful thing. All right, we're down to 7. Have we stopped the hemorrhaging at this point? Super death. Let's get ourselves an uprising. Start putting out some dudes. All right, Wandering Emperor can be cast at any time. We'll play it on his turn. Auto pay. Throw out another samurai. Let's see what we can grab. Oh, it's 2 lands and 2 more lands. How fantastic. Let's put out another baby. We're going to draw a card off of this one. Swarm, swarm! Swarm, swarm, swarm! Oh, the humanity. What do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. don't think I care about what it's saying. I'll go get what's in my hand. And my hand's going to have an explosive singularity. I need 10 for it, though. All right. There'll be 2 guys there in a second. I just got to hopefully keep them through a turn. Oh, it's even more expensive to play now. Right there, baby. Right to the face, suckerfish. Victory. All right, playing against Chalmun. Chalmun. 4 mana. That's not bad. We got 4, 4, 5. Oof. Everything else is slow. Let's shut that dragon up. Still nothing to do for even 3. These guys are both fast now. Alright, let's big score so we can grab out of this deal. Pain land. Wedding announcement. And we'll just chill out. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to play Magic. Great. Good for you. You really wanted to do some killing, apparently. Alright, we're going to go to town. Devils. In your face. In your face. Let's just do 1. Devils. All in. Whatever, man. All right, let's mana up. We're good. Ooh, nice. Of course, how can I keep myself from attacking with more than 1 guy per turn at this point? And we win! Suck it! Alright, playing against Wanstekka. Wanstekka. 2 mana. No. Alright, we'll play with this. And what are we going to get rid of? Chandra's Beacon. Two, 3, 4. Auto pay. Let's get red mana wise. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Perfect. As Merchant would say, magic is easy when you get exactly what you asked for. Open up. That's hard to believe you just wanted to kill your dude like that. Yet another one, huh? Alright, well, good for you. Alright, so I think I could Brotherhood in more. I catch a little bit more fish here if I'm just a little patient. Well, like that guy. White. White. And the board was wiped. And we got another guy. Chumpy McChumperson II. There you go. Pew! Pew, pew, pew. Alright, I'm going to throw this so I can get rid of the pain land. And we're good. All attack. Go get him, Chumpy! It's your twin brother. Let's see. Alright, I got enough for the Wandering Emperor. No attacks. I don't think he's going to attack. I think he's worried about Thalia being killed. Ooh, he's going to get pumped. And he's going to go ahead and attack with Thalia. He didn't do it. There's a guy. Ow! Fortunately, that's it for our Wandering Emperor. Let's go after his hand. Of course, that thing was a legendary. Let's just leave it. No attacks. In turn. Our strength is in numbers right now. We could do a little board wiping on next turn. Maybe a little... What we really need to do is burn down the house. Yeah, we're going to burn down the house. Doing math. So what I know is I'm going to burn everything to the ground and all your dudes will be dead regardless of what I do. All I got to do is chump. That's all I got to do is... Oh! It doesn't matter. They're all exactly the same. Burn down the house. Nope. Unfortunately, Stensia Uprising is my only baby farm here. What do we want to bring back? Do I have anything good? What do you say? Human? Those are humans. Yeah, you don't like me dicking around through your stuff, huh? Victory! I'm playing against the Venus Flytrap from WKRP in Cincinnati. That's right, pretty babies. It's Venus Flytrap. Keep. I don't know what you care about. Wedding announcement, maybe? There you go. Okay, so you're playing mostly Azorius, and yet you're throwing those things down at me? Come on, man. I'd like to announce my wedding. It's a glorious time for one and all. Dead. All in for one. I think it was like a 2-4. The Destroy Evil will work on that as well. Good. There's a 4. Sending just the 1. There's some beef, and we can go for the throat. Just don't put out an artifact creature. Here you go. Pew, pew, pew. That seems kind of petty, doesn't it? You're out of stuff to do. What am I going to give up here? I can go for anything I want with that. Let's just get rid of that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to go pick something off. What do you think it's going to be this time? Chandra? Wedding announce. And we're still rocking it. He's down to single cards. That's not great for him. Get off your hind feet there. Alright, it's time for me to burn, baby, burn. Should I do something different here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. I got enough to do both. Let's grab it twice. What do these things have, though? 2s? All right. Where is Brotherhood in? There we go. This will be even cheaper. Whatever, man. Those guys are a dime a dozen. Yet another. And we win. It's like attrition. Victory! Alright, so this is Shattered Singularity, and it was actually a fairly decent deck. Here's the weird part about it. This deck just loves rolling over from mono red decks. There's practically nothing it can do about it. It tries to pretend that it could do something, but nothing. It's like, oh, look, you're playing mono red. Okay, I just won't get a second red card. And like the only thing that can save you is a bunch of Brotherhoods in. There's only 2 in here. You're dead well before you can play Burn Down the House. You get really close, like you could just maybe start to do something, and you're already at like 3 life, and they just shoot you in the face or something. This deck just cannot do anything against mono red. Now, because of that, and I ended up playing against like 4 mono reds, I'm at a 50% win rate for this deck. 50. The thing is, though, is that when you take the mono reds away, this deck actually got a 75% win rate. It's good. It's a good deck against just about everything else. It just isn't against mono red. It just can't handle it. It can't handle the speed. It just rolls over. There's no life gain. But that's the reason why. And even if I were to Brotherhood in and wipe the board, they just put out more dudes, and it's just you can't handle it. So this deck sucks against mono red, but it does well against everything else. So take it for what it will. It's either a 50% deck or it's a 75% deck. I don't know what to call it. So was this deck fun? Yes. Why is it fun? There's a lot of explosive red stuff in it. Man, yes, that's excellently good. Wiping the board, doubling up stuff being done, maybe throwing out, two target damages for whatever you can pump into it. See the Explosive Singularity. But I can tell you, this thing kind of choked back for mana. And trying to get to 6 and 10 was rough. There's not a lot of creatures. I mean, I guess there are, considering the fact that Stensia Uprising and Wedding Announcer are putting out guys a lot. But still, there's only 2 of those in here. And I don't know, even though I did get them a bunch, I couldn't keep more than like 3 on the board at any given time. So it was really kind of hard to play Explosive Singularity. It just felt like this was a tough deck to kind of pull together. Thing is, like I said, it did fairly well against most of the decks out there. What was the MVP? I gotta tell you, it was Brotherhood End. Just being able to wipe the board in an early stage usually did a good job for this deck. And then it came over to turn the second level, which was Burn Down the House. Between rolling down everything at 3 and then rolling down everything at 5, that allowed you to keep going. You had a lot of control, but if anything, this deck had a problem because it was almost too much control. And all you had going on with little tiny dudes being put out by the Emperor or Uprising or Wedding Announcement. And sure, they might get up to 3/3s or something because you might have double Wedding Announcement out. Maybe because the Wandering Emperor was passing out some tokens, but they just got usually killed. It was kind of weird and rare. The best thing I think that ever happened is I put out 2 Burn Down the Houses with double devils, and that was a lot. That's 6 dudes, and they do a minimum of 6 damage, unless they get exiled or bounced or something dumb like that. Still, those guys are really great. All right, so yeah, your burn cards, Brotherhood's In and Burn Down the House, those were the MVPs. Was this deck fun? You know what? Even when I was playing against mono red, I still was having fun. The deck did perform. I just hated the first 2 rounds where it was like, oh, look at me doing nothing on my first turn. Hey, look at me on my second turn doing absolutely nothing. Oh, turn 3, I can finally do something. And it might be Wedding Announcement. And sure, with this stuff, I mean, I could put out a Spirited Companion, Shore Evil, go for the throat. But artifact creatures, there was tons of artifact creatures, or there were creatures with toughness less than 4. It just, the drawbacks to our ability to kill things just kind of bit. For that cheap, it just wasn't working out all that terribly well. So as far as the fun's concerned, for the most part was there. It just, if you play against aggro, it gets a little frustrating. Was this deck interesting? It's Mardu, and so it's a 3-color deck. It's an interesting mix, and I know the big thing here is trying to get Chandra and Explosive Singularity. The problem is the rest of the deck wasn't really set up to support it at all. You have red, you should go for treasures. I mean, you think that the big score would be the thing to propel you up there. The big score gets you from 4 to 6. 6 gets you into Chandra, but all Chandra does is keep you at 6 because she consumes those 2, and then you're kind of stuck. You can't get your way up to 10. So then you're kind of relying upon your little token generators to put things out. Like I said, I couldn't keep enough of them on the board. I mean, I did have 3, and then I'd have, what do I need after that? Another 8, you know, and then Chandra could do 2, which means I needed 6 mana. It was just rough to get there. It was really rough. So, was the deck interesting? It was all right. It was all right. Anyways. So let me just put it this way: is that playing with this deck seemed like it should have been lots of fun, but it was like playing in mud. It was like you were being dragged down all the time. The dual lands were slow, and those that weren't slow were pain lands, and that just was really hard to work with because you were killing yourself all the way down. And then it just seemed like, yeah, you couldn't do anything until 3. And all you were doing at 3 was just trying to delay things until you can get up to 5. And then once you got to 5, you were just killing yourself to try to get up to 6 or 10. So it was just a struggle to make the deck happen. So it's not, I guess it's not a fun deck because the deck doesn't just play itself and just throw itself into the battle, but it does have a lot of explosions to it, and that's really good. The control is also kind of fun if you're a control player. But yeah, the slowness of it was just hard. It was like it put handcuffs on you, and that was more than I can handle. So I'm not going to say, I got to say that it's weird. I kind of like the deck, but I hated how it slowed me down. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Let's say not really, right? Because no matter what, you're going to go up against aggro decks, and this deck does not have the chop for it. Number 2, was this deck fun? It did, but it also was frustrating. So, And was it interesting? Not particularly. I mean, it was interesting because you're trying to work your way up to enough to get the combo to go between Chandra and Explosive Singularity. Other than that, it was just control and building. It was like farming. It was just so kind of frustrating. So I'm going to say, altogether, what am I going to rate this then? It's like, I got to give it a B+, I guess. I think it's worth playing. I think it's casual, but I don't know, man. I guess you just got to know who you're playing against. Because if you're playing against an aggro meta, this deck does not got it. You will you'll clear the board a couple times, but they will still just smoke you. If you're not playing against an aggro meta, yeah, why not? But be prepared because your deck is going to be slow to unroll. It doesn't have the chops to play fast, and it can be a little frustrating. So we're going to give it a B+. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you end up having more fun with it than I did. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.